Hello, Houston Texans fans. Today we have some hot news that you can't miss. So get ready because there's a lot of important information coming. Before we start, we'd like to take the opportunity to subscribe to the channel, activate the bell, and stay up to date with all the news about our Houston Texans. Don't forget to leave a like, which really strengthens our community and helps bring this content to those who are most passionate about the team. Now, without further ado, let's get straight to today's news. Texans set to reunite with Texas star RB Jaden Blue ahead of 2025 NFL Draft. Another high-profile name is expected to arrive at NRG Stadium ahead of next month's NFL Draft. According to SEC Network, Texas running back Jaden Blue is set to meet with the Houston Texans as one of his pre-draft visits. A Klein native, Blue's arrival won't go against the Texans' top 30 visits, as it'll be a homegrown prospect meeting with the two-time defending AFC South champions. Perhaps the biggest highlight of the Longhorns Pro Day, Blue posted a 4.28 and 4.29 40 in his two attempts during workouts at Texas Austin facility. Both times were significant increases from his official 4.38 time during last month's NFL Scouting Combine in Indianapolis, the second fastest time among running backs at the event. That time would have tied Kentucky cornerback Maxwell Hairston for the fastest 40-yard dash at the Combine. One of the number 2 prospects, Blue played as a secondary running back behind Quintrevion Wisner at Texas during the 2024 season en route to a second college football playoff appearance. He finished the year with 730 rushing yards and a team-high 8 touchdowns, averaging 5.4 yards per carry. He also caught 42 passes for 368 yards last season and 6 scores. The 5'9", 190-pound back should be a day 3 pick and a quality special teams option on offense. Joe Mixon isn't going anywhere after a successful first season in Houston, but with Pierce and Darrell Gunbowl in contract years, targeting a running back to ease the Pro Bowler's pressure in 2026 and beyond. Blue wouldn't be a focal point of the offense in year 1, but proving he's worth keeping potential could benefit the Texans in their run back to the postseason. Houston Texans land top offensive flex weapon in new mock draft. Who will the Houston Texans select at number 25 when the clock ticks on the 2025 NFL Draft next month? Will it be a wide receiver, an offensive tackle, a defensive lineman? Wrong for all three, despite each position being part of the club's top needs. Instead, the Texans add an interior offensive weapon to help the short passing attack. In a new PFF mock draft, Houston selects one of the nation's top targets, Michigan tight end Colston Loveland, ensuring that C.J. Stroud has a target who moves the chain and has upside. Loveland doesn't have the density to play as an inline tight end consistently in the NFL, but he brings a lot of value as a tall, long pass catcher with natural hands and crisp routes to line up as a big slot or X-receiver, PFF wrote. He also has some versatility to play tight to the line of scrimmage in certain situations. While Loveland may not be the next George Kittle or Sam Laporta, he still has the potential to be a top slot target similar to Dalton Schultz or Kyle Pitts. The 6'6" guard was on pace for a career year before being limited to 10 games. He still finished with career-high 56 receptions for 582 yards and 5 touchdowns. While Loveland underwent shoulder surgery this offseason, world-renowned orthopedic surgeon Dr. Neil Latrake sent a letter to all 32 NFL teams informing him that he would be cleared for all practices at the start of training camp. The Texans could use a tight end long-term, but at number 25, while Loveland would serve as a big slot rather than traditional wide player, that could also have a negative effect, as Houston traded for Christian Kirk, a slot-only receiver who shined during his time in Jacksonville. Anything is possible, but this appears to be a last resort to stay in the first round rather than a make-or-break move for the roster.